Okay, there are another four. We have covered the six till now. So these are the another four special and other functions. So now we will start with the loan regulations, then agricultural development. The other two is industrial development and regional development. So loan regulations means what? Central bank normally regulates the supply of money. Central bank normally regulates the supply of money or the demand of money in the money market. Why central bank has involved itself in the money market, where this money market itself working in the very beginning of the development of the creation of currency. So it intervenes just because of to control the what will I say, supply and demand of the money, because it is also whenever the market is controlled, people are not that much controllable whenever it is about money. So that is why government intervenes to control the inflation. This inflation definitely it reflects or affects the people's life, financial situation. So that is why government puts some kind of policies or some kind of limitations to the persons, so that it can happen to other particular situation. So what will happen over here is, by creating loan policy or loan regulations, some banks will follow this. By following this one, they keep this as balance of the demand of money supply and demand and supply of the money in the money market. So now I will tell you, here government is giving putting actually government has put loan policy. It has created a limitation that till this amount of money you can give loan, till this amount of money you can accept this money as deposit, and up to this amount of money you will give up to this amount of percentage of interest rate. So these are the loan regulations by the central bank, put it by expanding and contracting loans by commercial banks. Also how it helps to stabilize the economic activities of our country. If government doesn't give any kind of limitations of loan, or if this loan regulates by the money market, then money market cannot control the financial capability of the individuals. So what will happen? Since they cannot control, then the persons who is taking loan or who takes loan or who gives loans, they will face the financial disaster. So that is why government think by intervening in the loans policy, it will help to grow the economic activities smoothly, as well as it will help the both borrower and lender with the financial stabilities. Another one is agricultural development. Agricultural development in our country still now, if we see the real scenario in this competitive world, what will happen? People, or you can say the lower class people, especially farmers, are not having that much support from those banks that they are supposed to have from their banks or from their government. So there are some kind of banks that will give loans, but a least amount of percentage of interest rate to develop the agricultural sectors, especially to develop the financial situations of the farmers, so that farmers can give a certain amount of what will I say, their financial stability, as well as they will grow their economic activity, also the GDP of our country. So this is how bank is helping for farmers, especially with their involvement of the agricultural development, especially for the poor. Another one is industrial development. Here, bank normally offers long-term loans. Sometimes bank assist them whenever if they don't need any kind of loan. Then what they do some kind of, they give some kind of basically suggestion to the bank account, to the businessman, so that they can have a little bit of little bit of idea of whether they will invest in this particular project or not. These industrial plans can be national or it can be international. So how it is national like by issuing the government, there are so many what will I say, there are so many part, or there are so many invested areas that an industrialist wants to invest. So if he or she wants to invest, then he or she can invest by their own money, but with the particular with the suggestion, not particular with the suggestion of the bank. But if it is about a group of company that wants to invest in the industrial plants, then also bank will assist, bank will give them loan if they want loan, bank will give them a long-term loan, as well as they will give them some kind of suggestions too, so that they don't face any kind of uncertain risks. So another one is regional development. Regional development, like since commercial banks evolved by themselves, so every commercial bank has different type of branches. It has covered the whole country. So for example, in Rajshahi, regional development means, for example, United Commercial Bank has a branch in Rajshahi. Okay, so what will happen, by using the facilities of the United Commercial Banks in Rajshahi, the state or the division of the Rajshahi can improve themselves economically and financially. So that is called the regional development, that how a bank's branch help to develop the regional activities, especially to improve the specific divisional activities. It can be economical or it can be financial. So these are the another 4 functions of the commercial banks that bank we can follow, bank can regulate. First one is loan regulation, then agricultural development, and then industrial development, and lastly regional development. So this is the last functions of special and other functions of the commercial banks. So we are done with the special and other functions. So if we sum them up, then what will be the special and other functions are? The first one is investment of capital. And second one is role of economic activities. Economics growth actually. Third one is money transfer. These are the actually 9 special and other functions of commercial banks that we have covered till now, which is investment of capital, role of economic growth, then money transfer, security of money, guidance, employment generation, loan regulation, then industrial development, and lastly regional development. So till now we have covered 2 types of functions, main functions and the special and other functions of the